YouTube! Welcome to another video! I'm unemployed! So we are watching my job experience. I'm gonna censor that. Don't worry everyone. If you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe. And yeah, oh, come over to Twitch to watch me live. Let's get into it. We want HD.
Today, I'll be talking about one of humanity's biggest fears. A job! This is a horrifying path that almost everybody will have to eventually face in their life, whether
I don't
we
wanna.
like it or not. And most of the time, we don't. But everyone has to get their bread somehow. So we just gotta suck it up and pray that we win the lottery or our car rate hits one day. Because let's be for real, nobody wants a job. Like
I need to gamble. No, wait, gambling is bad. But also, I need to gamble to get rich.
unless you got real aspirations for a certain type of work, I think most of us, if given a magical opportunity to get paid however much you get paid now.
Oh my god. Yeah, fun fact. Okay, listen. Yeah, I was invited to like a trial shift of a job. But okay, the reason why I didn't want it was because I didn't like the co-workers. I didn't realize that, you know, maybe I should, but yeah, oh my god. Yeah, you know, what can I say? Respect to everyone who is working. I will also one day be employed, probably. But you know.
I work that job again, we would take it. Because most of us see jobs as a way to get by in life and try to make ends meet. There's no room for you to pursue passions in this economy.
No!
You better second guess that art degree and major in business so you can be an executive marketing promoter for $1 billion company. But I digress. I'm just saying, I doubt that is most people's passions to work at a 9 to 5 at a warehouse lifting boxes.
No.
I don't mean any disrespect, but am I wrong? Plus, it's fun being unemployed. As long as you got a...
True! I love being unemployed! I love... It's so much fun to be a VTuber, to be a silly anime girl on the internet.
Roof over your head and don't need to worry about bills, most likely because you still live with your parents. And why would you want a job? That sounds like it's taking away your time from being grandmaster on Rivals and watching reels.
No.
That's too much. But eventually you want to get your own stuff. You know, young boy tickets ain't free. Or life really hits you in the face and now you actually have bills. So eventually we all have to get a job. However, you know what's harder than actually deciding to get a job? Finding one that hires you. I swear.
Yeah, so that's the thing. When I was applying for jobs, I was applying for like cafe barista, what else? Like a shop clerk, like a you know, cashier and stuff. But the only people that were even like reaching out to me were the ones that are like, yeah, that I didn't like, that I didn't end up liking. So yeah, god damn it. Applied for what? I know. Oh god. But it's kind of silly. I don't know. What are we watching right now?
You could send 100 applications to 100 different places and all of them would still ghost you. You think with how many job openings you see, the businesses are desperate to find people.
Yeah.
But nah, it feels like they're posting it as bait.
I feel like they didn't want me because I'm like inexperienced. But how am I supposed to get experience if none of the people will take me without experience? You know what I mean?
Just to mess with people or steal your info. Not only that, if this is your first job, you're gonna have a harder time because even the quote-unquote entry-level jobs are asking for a qualification of having prior experience. Like, isn't that what this job is for? How is someone supposed to get experience and not be homeless while almost every decent paying job requires
entry-level job, 10 years experience, yeah.
And trying to apply for a job on LinkedIn or Indeed is like sending your application into a void. I swear none of those people be reading them. You could have the most
get that experience by working for free, bruh.
stacked profile on LinkedIn. You got a bachelor's, master's, discovered the cure for cancer. Then you send in an application for your dream job to your dream company. Then they write back to you saying, we've read your application. Unfortunately, the CEO's daughter has took your position that you applied for, so get the phone. Back when I was still applying for jobs, I literally gave up on sending applications on those sites because I never get a response back. Like, damn, was my application that bad? Even when your application does get noticed and you get set up for an interview, you still gotta go through some more bullshit ass questions.
I've heard that! For like, you know, I guess it's probably not gonna happen for like, you know, how can you say, like, you know, the type of job you don't necessarily need to study for? But like, what do you mean? You have to do multiple rounds of interview.
Why did you choose our business? Y'all hiring. Like, what's up? What is your main motivation to get your work done? Money? What else am I here for? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Hopefully not here. That's just me being honest with my answers. What do you want me to do? Work here for the rest of my life? This is a Wendy's.
It's true though. Like, why is it? That's also one thing I'm wondering. Like, if you apply for a job, I feel like you always have to be like dishonest. Like, obviously you want to work. You want to have a job to earn money mostly, right? But like, why do I have to say like, oh, dude, you know? Why do I have to write an essay to apply to a job? 4 interviews just to be rejected. It's crazy.
You gotta lie with any question they ask. You have to make yourself look as good as possible.
So
you gotta fake it till you make it. Even if they asked you a stupid question like, would you still work this job even if there was no pay? You say...
They're just testing if you can lie in the way they want you to. Do you think it's because of that? That would actually make more sense. Because, like, obviously... Like, they are aware, right? That you're working for money. Like, come on. Get skilled to their hobby and then get headhunted for a job like I did. I mean, that would be good. That would be good.
Absolutely.
Anyone want to hire a VTuber? Anyone? Last interview I had was so bad they didn't even bother telling me I didn't get the job. They just straight up ghosted me. That's so messed up.
I always wanted to be a slave. Congratulations.
I hate that
you have
as
successfully
well.
become employed. The end of your life starts Tuesday.
No!
After starting a job, I feel after the first week, you can find out whether you like it or quit it the next month.
I found out in 2 hours, guys.
And it won't be the job itself to motivate this decision. It's your boss and co-workers.
Jiggle my balls.
They can make or break this whole thing. If you happen to get a chill boss and co-workers you can vibe with, that's amazing. That's how my last real job was. I used to be a waiter for weddings and other events. That job low-key had me stressing because I wasn't good at the start. I was awkward taking orders. I would mess up orders and once...
Oh my god, you guys. I thought about applying to become a waitress, but I feel like that I would suck. I would absolutely suck. I'm like the most awkward person and like I don't have, you know, I feel like you need to balance plates and stuff. I feel like I would keep like things would keep falling down. I actually had to do a bit of waiting at the thing I did at the trial shift as a cafe barista. And you know what happened? One time I was giving them the coffee, I was bringing it to their table, and I actually like splashed some of it. But it was like old, nice people, so they were like, oh, it's okay, don't worry. I was just... God damn it.
Time I even dropped a whole tray of food I was carrying at the wedding. Best believe I didn't get tips that day. And what would get me kind of jealous is that some of my co-workers would walk out and carry 2 trays full of food on one shoulder. Like, damn, bro, are you Samoan? Those trays are mad heavy and so out of balance. But you know what kept me going? It was the fun time I had with my co-workers and boss. They were cool as hell. We had a carpool to get to the events. It was
when you think about becoming a line cook, nah. I think like chefs have like one of the most stressful jobs, or like actually anything in a restaurant, not just chefs, but also like, you know, waiters, waitresses. Yeah.
Always a vibe and a good time. They made my experience. Imagine working a 16-hour shift and walking out of it happy. One day I clocked in for a double shift for a wedding and a sweet 16 at 9:30 a.m. and clocking out at 1:30 a.m.
What the
Granted, I was
heck?
dead after that shift and had to take off my shoes more than once. But
I
I
would
got
hate
$60 worth
that.
of tips and went to Wawa after work, so I felt like Gucci. And I believe I only felt like this because the environment I was around was nice. Sometimes. I've had to serve some aggressive people at some points.
Yeah, it's my birthday today. What can I get out here for free? You a bitch.
If I had trapped...
I still believe getting a job in a bookstore or library would be so damn chill. That actually doesn't sound bad. Although I feel like in any job you can encounter like difficult people, you know? That's, I don't know.
As co-workers or a trash...
Wait, what? My friend worked a 48 hours shift. What do you mean 48 hours? What do you mean 48 hours? They had their tips slashed for taking 4 bathroom breaks. What the fuck?
Boss, I would have not stayed at that job for long. I have zero patience for bullshit. Literally.
Yeah.
Like example, the first job I've ever had in my senior year of high school, I was a janitor at a warehouse. I had no coworkers, so I had nobody to talk to, and my boss was not a bad person, but a bad boss. I'd be working shifts that were 2 to 3 hours every few days, cleaning the break rooms, hallways, and bathrooms. So my pay wasn't even that good, but since I was still in school, I was just thinking, I'm making money and I got more time to study and goon. That sounds like a win-win. But when payday arrived, I would only be paid for half the hours I worked, sometimes less. I was already barely working as is, combined with a salary of $13 an hour, cleaning up PPE.
I heard like American job law, like what is it called? Workers' law or workers' rights are also like very different to like EU. Oh my god.
And poo-poo. Man, I'm not taking it. Plus, he only paid
Needed
me
the
through
money,
Cash
so
App.
they lined up
You've
4
ever had a
shifts
job
in
that
a
only
row.
paid you through
Yeah.
Cash App? Man, I had to go. I only worked there for a few
Crazy.
weeks. He did pay me the rest of the money after, so he cool, but man, warehouse jobs are not it. My
Oh.
patience dwindled faster when I got accepted at BJ's, and I worked there for a
You guys have a store called BJ's? What? Excuse me?
one day. I asked to go to the bathroom and left during orientation.
It's like
I discovered they
Costco?
weren't what they advertised.
Okay.
How you gonna call yourself
They also have dicks? Oh my god! American stores are so funny. I know, right? I want to go to America just to go to like all the big stores like Walmart, BJ's, I guess. Dicks. Hi, Lightning McQueen. Welcome, welcome.
BJ's without expecting people to have certain expectations. That's false advertising. So I left. That wasn't really the reason. I just didn't want to work in the freezer. That's when I started my waiting job, then YouTube, and now here I am. Unemployed since. I'm just saying I can understand the struggles of looking for and having a job. Especially the
Oh
ones
my
you only take to make
God.
ends meet. And the unemployed life can be really fun when you have stuff to fall back on. If not, it will only be short-term satisfaction. Eventually, you have to get a
Yeah.
career, deal with any of the
Yeah.
shortcomings of it, and do that for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
The American dream. So when
Oh.
looking for a job, make sure to get one that you like if you have the privilege to do so. That's all I really wanted to say. And in conclusion, enjoy unemployment.
We gotta get a job one day. I gotta get a job, but you know, after uni, I guess.
While you still can. Different strokes.
Funny
for different
video.
folks.
Oh my god.
It's so on, it's so on, it's cool.
How many jobs denied you this week? I mean, technically 0, but I didn't apply this week. I really like that. I hope you guys did too. That was so funny. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe and come over to Twitch to watch me live, and also subscribe to Degenerocity. He's a DJ! Yay! I'll see you in the next one. Bye, YouTube!